vehicle puts her to sleep within 7 minutes. Bright colors and mobiles attract her attention. And most important, her favorite pacifier stops her from crying. And all that in one day. See? I told you we'd do fine. The rest is in here. Isn't this the part where we decide there's too much reading? Hire an English as a second language nanny to raise her until she's old enough to go to those really expensive boarding schools. It's Jack. What's he doing here? I can't let him see the baby. Jack, stop that.
Stop what?
That pounding and lower your voice.
Why, what's the big deal? Was there a baby sleeping or something? So, I know it's your day off, and I thought...
Jack, voice, lower. It's just that we did a little after-work partying yesterday, and we're sort of paying for it today.
Oh, I get it. Stayed out a little late, huh? Had a little too much fun after beating up the bad guys. Well, your heads are probably pounding right now. It'd just make things much worse if I talked real loud like this. Sorry. Something used to do in the dorm.
You're irrepressible.
Yeah, I just stopped by to drop off your reimbursement check for out-of-pocket expenses on the job last night.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Lots to do, lots of plans. Unless... there was, something else you wanted to discuss?
No, not really. Although I think you all did an exceptionally fine job retrieving that microchip.
And thanks for stopping by. Lots of plans. Gotta go. Things to do.
Oh, wait. There's one more thing. Enjoy your day off! What's that?
What's what?
What's that?
What's that what?
What's that? That's what.
What's that? That's what?
I am so tiring of your cliche sitcom stalling techniques. I'm talking about the distinct and unmistakable sound of a baby crying. I think that might be infected.
This should go well.
Excuse me, darling, you're a pretty little filly, but I still don't understand what we're doing here after hours.
I apologize to the dummy, ma'am. Little bit empty upstairs, you know what I mean?
It's perfectly simple, King. Cafe Ha Hollywood has a quid pro quo with the HMO, so you pay no dough, and you know when you go, your teeth will glow for tonight's big show.
What's more time is slow?
No cash flow, keep costs low, teeth clean so, and press front row.
Whoa.
Have a seat right over here.
I did. God, it was incredible. And I will never do it again. How about you guys? Feeling any better?
We got coffee, we got chocolate. All is right with the world.
Dee Dee?
I mean what I said. This life is not easy. But when you're hanging out with your friends, looking at a bad guy lying unconscious on the floor, knowing he'll wake up in tremendous pain, makes you feel all warm inside.
Hello? Yeah. Of course I noticed he didn't show up. Reschedule? Are you guys out of your mind? Sure. Yeah, anytime between 9 and 5 will be fine. Thank you.
She makes him sound very powerful and very dangerous.
But for all you know, this is another one of those domestic disputes that spun out of control. I mean, maybe she's the bad guy. I mean, she took her baby and abandoned her. With you. I'm not sure that makes her someone to root for.
She sounds lost. She thinks her baby's safe here.
And you agree? You think this is a good atmosphere for a baby?
Oh, gee, I don't know. We hardly ever do those midnight sacrifices of small animals anymore.
Yeah, pretty much giving up sticking women on slave ships and selling them in a foreign port.
Yeah, and I just recently dropped out of the state baby tossing competition.
Oh, really? You must miss it.
Oh, yeah, well, I was third in the district.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about thugs and ninjas and double agents. I'm talking about fistfights and knife fights and gunfights. You're spies. That doesn't exactly make you the most qualified people to be taking care of a baby.
We are if the danger is real.
She's the little baby, Jack. Whatever the truth is, she's in trouble.
I don't think... No, I don't want the macrame channel. I want him here at exactly 12 o'clock sharp, or you'll see what happens on the Disembowel the Cable Guy channel. We can get the hors d'oeuvre, Jim. Wasn't jamming over.
He's late.
You notice how crabby he's been lately? Yeah, he's always yelling at us over nothing.
Nothing? You're trying to get an unauthorized cable upgrade.
No, Jack. not an upgrade, a repair.
Yeah, this spiffy new alarm system that you're installing has screwed up all our connections. Cable, internet, everything. Why do we need new security and bulletproof windows?
Which, I might add, are not easy to clean.
Because I say so.
I love a man who's mindlessly assertive. Oh, actually, I hate that. Oh, I always get those two confused.
Look, you may not like it, but I have a critical function with this team, and that function is
Why?
To nag.
To be mindlessly assertive?
to save your lives. You guys ever read the paper?
Of course, we can't go a day without Marmaduke.
Well, no wonder you missed it. It was on the front page. You remember Kurt the Mad Bomber Maxim?
I don't know, Jack. We know so many mad bombers.
Why can't there be more well-adjusted bombers?
His brother was killed when you saved those hostages.
I don't remember anyone dying.
His brother was outside the bank with another bomb. When you three beat up the bad guys, Cassie delivered a roundhouse kick to Maxim, who...
Fell on the detonator.
I remember a kaboom, but I didn't know anyone got hurt.
Now, we scraped his brother off the wall with a spatula. Does that count as hurt?
Ooh, do they really use a spatula or is that just an expression?
It took a wide variety of body part removal techniques.
Look, everybody. There goes my appetite.
In prison, Maxim volunteered for kitchen detail, where he built a bomb out of steel wool, a can opener, and borax. And right before he blasted his way out, he told his cellmate he was going to, quote, get those three stupid bimbos, unquote.
You know, it is really hurtful to be stereotyped by a sadistic psycho killer.
But the point is, I am hereby restricting you three to the house until he's caught.
Oh, no, I have plans.
They'll catch him in a day or two, but while he's out there, I want you in here.
Jack, we became spies because we didn't want to be locked up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess something that I've said or the way I've acted is mistakenly giving the impression that I'm asking you to stay in tomorrow. I'm not. I'm telling you.
I knew this would happen. I told you this would happen. You are completely and totally incompetent. The three of you had no business being anywhere near a case like this.
Hate to yawn and run.
I am not finished. Though that is the type of manners and respect I should come to expect from a person who spent their adult life in prison.
Hey.
Hay is for horses, Missy. This is an unmitigated disaster. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You had the informant in your hand, and you let him go?
She saved his life.
Having him alive does me no good if I don't have him here.
I'm guessing he'd disagree. Look, maybe we should all just take a minute. Calm down.
I will not calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. We had 48 hours. Now let's take a look at what our little experiment has gotten us. This one broke into Malloy's computer and found nothing that can help us. This one broke into Malloy's apartment and found nothing that can help us. This one got a job at a dentist and found...
3 very decayed bicuspids. It's not every day the federal government saves a man's mouth.
absolutely nothing that can help us. I will say it again. You are ineffectual screw-ups. You have no business being on the street, let alone enforcing the law. Excuse me. Oh, good. Let's hear from Mr. I took 3 career criminals out of prison and gave them a job handling sophisticated criminal technologies because they look good in slacks.
First of all, who says slacks? And second of all, who had 5 years to catch the Iceman, came up with nothing, lost the informant in the first place, came crawling to us for help, and started whining like a baby the minute something went wrong?
Sometimes I say slacks.
Excuse me? How dare you impugn my record? I have 14 distinguished years of service with the department, and I will not be talked to like that by a common thief. Excuse me! There is nothing common about her. In fact, there's nothing common about any of them. They are incredibly uncommon, and I am proud and honored to be working with them every single day. You know, I also have a number of years of distinguished service within the department. And if you don't start behaving like a professional, if you don't start accepting the fact that they're actually very good at what they do, might still be able to help you. If you don't stop insulting my agents, insulting my friends, you're gonna have me to deal with. Do you understand what I...
Program and send us all back to prison.
I believe that hard work and dedication to this nation's ideals are what earn a man or woman the right to serve their country. I do not believe that we are in the business of rewarding incorrigibles who have broken the law with a house, a paycheck, and a government job.
Wow. All those words are not a single breath. Is it true what you can tell about a man by the length of his sentences?
And immediately to his left is Beth Wright, recently promoted field agent, now assisting Agent Kimbrell.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi.
Agent Kimbrell is here to tell us all about a case he's been very close to for some time. I'm sure we'll all benefit from hearing the details straight from the horse's mouth.
Wrong end.
Enlisting your help was not my idea. Apparently, you've had some recent success, and the chairman wanted me to bring you on board.
They're trying to track down an assassin called the Iceman.
He's a cold and calculating murderer whose victims usually are national and international government-based figures. We've gotten word that he may strike again in 72 hours.
He's never been ID'd. No one knows what he looks like.
What we do know is that the money he receives for his hits is laundered through, of all places, the comedy club owned by this man, Edwin Malloy. They've been in business together for years, but we've never been able to prove anything.
Tell them about the informant.
I will. This is Herb Meyer. He was an accountant for the comedy club. Recently came across some information that would help identify the Iceman and his next victim. But he disappeared 2 days ago before he could tell us what he knew. Against my every instinct, we are sending you in undercover to help find him and stop the Iceman before he strikes again. Any questions?
Yes, are you naturally this charming, or did you learn that in finishing school? Jack, can we talk to you for a second? I don't care how important this assignment is. We are not working for that man, period.
Actually, you are working for that man, comma, because if you refuse, the chairman has given him permission to send you all back to jail.